Hello everyone, I'm Alicia. So for this tutorial I'm going to show you how to make this really pretty floral print beaded bead. And when I first started designing this, I was not trying to make a beaded bead. I was actually trying to make a 3D beaded Easter egg that had a floral print on it. And when I first started making it, it was an oval shape, and then when I continued on filling in the holes, because eggs don't have holes, my oval turned into a circle. And it does not look like an Easter egg, but I did end up with a very pretty beaded bead, so that is where I'm at right now. So for this tutorial I'm going to show you guys how to make this. This one here was the first one I made. I will zoom in so you can see. This is done with 6/0 seed beads, okay? And this one is done with 8/0, so you can see that this one here is bigger than that one. And I will talk to you more about the sizes and all that. So you can, as you can see, you could do it in two different sizes. I first was just going to put the beaded bead onto a cord or a chain, you know, put it on a head pin, and then I decided to do something really extravagant. I don't know, I just had in my head that I wanted this to be a top of a tassel. So this here was the necklace that I came up with first. The things in this necklace are from every place I have ever brought beading materials from. I can't believe it. I have stuff from my friend Lisa, stuff from Michael's, Joann's, Dollar Bead Box, Walmart, thrift stores, Tuesday Morning, Farm Mountain Gems, just everywhere. Beadaholic, you name it. Every place I've probably ever bought beads from, I put the materials in this necklace. So this one over here, I really want to do spring colors for Easter. I want it to be really pretty and feminine. So I went through my stash and I got some bead caps from Amazon. These kind of look like tulips, and I put some 6mm pearls in them and some filigree bead caps. The gold balls are from Walmart. They have them in two different sizes, 4mm and 6mm, and they're Blue Moon brand, so that, you know, they're not crappy gold balls. They're actually really nice quality. And my plan is to make another beaded bead that matches these, but it will be larger. So these are done with 8/0s, so I'm going to make one with 6/0s. I will attach it to this finding right here, which is kind of filigree, but it's actually not. It's really thick. And then after I make my really big beaded bead, I'm going to put this tassel on the bottom here. So I don't know how long this is going to be until I do this part, because this is going to make the necklace very long, so I will adjust it. I really like using this style chain here, this Rolo chain, because of how the links are. This necklace here is totally adjustable, so this can be a long necklace, short necklace, whatever you want. It's really nice. So now I'm going to tell you the list of materials you will need to make a beaded bead. It's very simple. You don't need a lot of stuff, and it's very easy to do. Here is the list of materials you will need to make a floral print beaded bead. So to make this small beaded bead that I did with 8/0 seed beads, you will need to cut 3 feet of 8-pound monofilament. If you're doing a larger beaded bead with 6/0 seed beads, you will need to cut 4 feet of monofilament. Okay? So I found the 8-pound to be best for this. 10 is too big, and you can do 6-pound if you don't have 8-pound. Okay? Now, for the beads. So I am doing one in the video that is using 6/0 seed beads. And I found I have my flower color, my center of my flower, my leaf color, my hole color, and I'm calling this my background color, okay? Now, to get this beaded bead to be perfectly round, I found it best to have the background color in the same color but in two different sizes. So I have a 6/0 and an 8/0. Now if you're doing this beaded bead in 8/0s, okay, all of these here would be size 8, but for your background colors you will have one 8/0 in the background and one either a 10/0 or 11/0 for your background color. Okay, I hope this makes sense. I will put this down there in the description bar for you guys so you can better understand it. So I'm going to count my beads here, and you're going to want to count your beads to make sure that you're doing this correctly. So you will need, for your flower color, whatever color you want, you will need 18 For the center of your flower, you will need 3. For your leaves, you will need 15 beads. For your holes, you know, the hole where the eye pin goes through, you will need 12. For the background color here, I have 12, and then I have 12 in my smaller size. Same color, smaller size. So this is 6 and 8. And remember, if you're doing a 6 or smaller beaded bead with 8 O's, you will have to do 10 O's or 11 O's to fill in the gaps. And again, this beaded bead can be made in all the same size beads, but if you want to have that nice perfectly round shape, you will want to do the background color in a size smaller. Okay, and this is the list of materials, and remember, always put the materials down there in the description bar so you guys can see everything you will need. So I took red nail polish and black nail polish, and I colored the ends of my monofilament so you can see what I'm doing. And I'm going to start by picking up 6 of this bead here that's my whole color. So for the whole of the beaded bead, that's what I'm making. So I have 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And I'm going to crisscross through the 6th bead, bring my ends together, make sure they are even, and bring this bead down to the very center of my monofilament, just like this, okay? And then what I'm going to do on one of my strings, it does not matter which, I'm going to pick up one of my background colors, okay? My leaf color, my flower color, so just like that, and then slide that down. I'm going to pick up a background color in the 6 O's, okay? We will be doing the smaller bead later on when we go to fill in the hole. So now I'm crisscrossing through my 6 O background color, and now I have this. So I pull this tight just like before in the other 3D things I've been making. See how this string here is going towards these beads and this one's going nowhere? This one is telling us that we have to go through that bead right there. It's pointing right at it, okay? So I'm going to take this string, this one's red, and I'm going to pass through that bead. Just like that. Now I'm going to take this one, okay? This one is black. Do you see how this string is right beside that pink bead? That means I have to pick up another one. So another one of my flower colors, okay? And then my leaf color, which is green, okay? And I forgot to mention that our purple here is a circle of 6 beads. This one here is a circle of 5. And now we're going to do 5 again. So right now I am coming through 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Coming out of the green bead, I have to pick up my background color in the 6 O. And I'm going to crisscross through that bead. Okay. And then when I pull it tight, I have this. So pulling it tight, this one here is telling us that we have to go through that bead. See how it's pointing at it when we let go? So I'm going to take this string and go through the next purple. Then I'm going to take this one. This one right now is exiting out by a green bead. So that means I have to pick up a green. And then my flower color. And when I slide this down, you can see that I'm exiting out of 4 beads. I need a total of 5 to complete the circle. So I'm going to pick up my background color, which is this blue, and crisscross through it. And I think I forgot to mention that I'm using all Czech Preciosa seed beads. I've realized that the Czech is best for doing stuff like this. Okay, so pulling this tight, now have this, okay? Now I have to take this string and pass through the next purple bead. Just like that. This one here is exiting out by that pink bead, okay? And that's telling us that we have to pick up another pink, my leaf color, and my background color, which is a 6O. I'm going to crisscross through this one. Okay, bring that down. Now I'm going to point out to you something here. So I'm going to have 3 flowers in this beaded bead. So if you look at this, see how I have 2 pink here, 2 pink there? There's going to be a flower here and here. And where the green at, that's where my leaf is going to be at, okay? So pulling this tight, this string is going in this direction here. So it's telling us that we need to go through this purple bead. Just like that. Now I'm going to take this one, and this one is exiting out beside that green bead. And that is telling us that we have to pick up a green, and then our flower color, and then a 6/0 for the background color. Crisscross through that bead. Bring it down, and pull it tight. Okay, so now we are at the close. I have 6 blue, 6 purple, that means I have to close. So pulling this tight, I have to take this string and go through that purple and through that blue bead. And since I'm right-handed, I'm going to turn this around. The color of this string is red, so I have to go through this purple and through that red. Just like this. There we go. This is what we should have, okay? So now looking at it, I have my string is coming out of this bead, the purple, and that one. So I'm coming out of 3 beads right now. I need a complete circle of 5. So if you look over here, I have a pink bead. And if you look over here, I have this green bead. So in this one, I have to pick up a green. And this one here, I have to pick up a pink. Green on this one, pink on this one. Okay, just like that. I'm going to crisscross through the pink one. We'll make a flower first. Okay, pull it down. I now have this. So pull this tight. So pulling this tight, this string here is going nowhere. This is our pickup beads string, and this one here is our pass-through string. So I have to take this string and go through that pink bead right there. And this one is red, which I really don't pay attention to the ends of the colors of the monofilament. I know you guys do. What I pay attention to is what's going on right here with the beads. I could tell what I have to do next by looking at them. Okay, so now I'm going to pick up beads, pink beads that is, for the flower, and I can do either string I want. It does not matter which string. But since I'm right-handed, I'll use my right hand and I'll go left. So I'm going to pick up 4 beads. So this whole time, the very center, we did 6 seed beads, and then we were doing 5 going all the way around until we closed it, and now we're going to do 6 going all the way around. So I'm going to pick up 4. 3 and 4. So if you look, right now we're Xing out of 2. When we slide all these beads down, we have 6. So I need to take this 6th bead, bring it back up, and I need to crisscross through it, bring it down, and I'm going to make this into a circle. So see, now I have this. Okay? Pulling this tight. I have to take this string right here and pass through these 2 green beads. This one's black, through these 2 green. Just like this, I'm going to make another circle. With the top string, this one here, I'm going to pick up 2 green, and then my flower color, just one of my flower color, and crisscross through this bead. Bring it down, just like that. So I have 1 flower made. I just did the green, and now I'm going to do another flower. So I have to take this string and pass through these 2 pink beads. Just like that. Now I am through 3. So I have to pick up 3 to complete my circle of 6. 1, 2, 3. Crisscross through the 3rd bead. Just like that. I'm going to take this string, okay, this one's going nowhere, this is our pickup string. This one here, I'm going to pass through these 2 green. Just like that. I'm coming out of 3 beads. I have to make a circle of 6. With this one here on the top, I'm going to pick up 2 green. And then I'm going to pick up 1 of my flower color and crisscross through that bead. These here are the 3 I just picked up, pulling them tight. I now have this. So now I'm back at my flower. So I have to take this string and pass through these 2 pink. Then this one here, I have to take the one coming out the top and pick up 3 pink 6/0 seed beads, or whatever flower color you're using. Crisscross through that 3rd bead, bring it down, pull it tight. I am now at the close of this, okay, on this row. So I'm going to take this string and pass through these 2 green and through this pink. Just like this, and if you make this pink one here be straight in line with the green ones, you can go through all 3 of them at the same time, just like that. Pull it through. So I'm now coming through 4 beads, and I have to have a circle of 6, so I'm going to pick up 2 green, and I'm going to crisscross through the second one, just the second one, okay? See right there? Pulling it tight. This is where I'm at right now. So this one's leading nowhere. This is our pickup string, and this one here is pointing down at that bead. I have to go through that bead. So taking this string, it's the red one, I'm going to pass through that bead there. Okay, so now I'm coming out 2 beads. So now I have to mirror what I did on this side. I'm going to be doing 5. So there's my circle of 6. Here I did 5 all the way around there, and then I did 6 all the way around the very center, and now I'm going to do 5. So if you look back here, you can actually see what we have to do next. So on this side I have a blue bead, and then a purple, and then a blue. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm right-handed, so I'm going to pick up 1 blue in a 6/0, 1 purple, that's for my hole, and 1 6/0 in blue, and crisscross through that bead. Bring it down, pull it tight. I'm going to take this string right here and pass through this pink and the green bead. Pull it through, just like that. So right now my strings are Xing out of 3 beads. This one is coming out of the blue, okay, and this means that I have to pick up my whole color and then my background color. So I'm coming out of 3, I only have to pick up 2, crisscrossing through my 2nd bead, bringing that down. This is what I have. Make sure you pull it tight. Now I'm going to take this string and pass through the green and through the pink. Just like this. Again, this one's coming out of this blue, so I have to pick up the color for my hole, which is a purple and a blue in a 6/0, and crisscross through that. Just like this. This is what it should look like. I'm now going to take this wire and pass through the pink and through the green. Okay. I'm going to pick up another purple because I'm coming out of that blue right there. I have to pick up a purple, and then my background 6/0. Crisscross through that, bring it down. This is what I have now. I'm going to take this string and pass through this green bead and that pink one. Just like that. Now I have to take this one, pick up my whole color, and my background color and crisscross through my background color, the 6-0. So now I have this. So now I have to close this up, okay? I'm at the close. So I'm going to take this string here and pass through this pink, the green beside it, and I also have to go through that blue one right there, but I don't think I can get through it all in one shot. So I'm going to go like this. Okay, so I went through 3 beads, the pink, the green, and the blue. So now I'm here, and both of my strings are exiting out of the blue beads. And I have the 5 purple on top. And if you look, I have 6 blue going all the way around. So to close this up, I'm going to pick up my purple bead for the hole, just like that, and pull it tight. Now, you see how these here are all together and these here separated? We need to bring all of these beads together into a circle. So I'm going to see if one of my strings are longer, and my red one is, but not by much, but I'll just take that anyways. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through all 6 of these beads, just the purple ones. And what this is doing is it's bringing all of our beads together to make it look like the other end. I have 2 more to go through. Okay, pull it tight, and there we go. So right now it is actually an oval shape. It kind of looks like an Easter egg, but when I go to fill in the holes, that's when it turns into a ball. So this is what you should have right now. This is the top and the bottom. Now we are ready to fill in the holes. So now what I have to do is get these 2 strings to come out the same bead. So I'm going to have them both come out this pink one here. So I'm going to take this one here, pass through this blue bead, and through the pink one. Just like that. Pull this through, turn it around, take my other string, go through this blue, green, and then through the pink. Okay, so now both of them are exiting out of the same bead, and you want to pull this tight. Pull it very tight. So now we are going to fill the holes. So I will take, let's see, which one's longer? My black one is longer, so I'll take the black one first. So this one here, I'm going to pick up the yellow bead because I could see that the yellow will be, this string has to go this direction, okay? It can't go this way because it's going across through there, and it just doesn't work that way. You have to go kind of like backwards. I don't know, it's weird. So I have to go this way. So I have to pick up 1 yellow. This is my flower center. I'm coming out here, so I have to take my string and go through this pink bead. Okay, when I pull it, see how the bead pops into place? So now my string is up here and I have to fill in this hole. So I'm going to take the smaller bead this time, okay? This is the 8-0. We've been doing 6-0s this whole time. I'm picking up my 8-0 and I'm going to put it right here. So then I have to take my string and go through this green bead. Okay. And now I want to pull this tight. Pull it as tight as you can because you don't need this to loosen up. So I have 2 beads there. 1 there, 1 there. I'm going to keep going. So now I'm right here at the green. This means I have to pick up a green bead. And I'm going to take my string and go through this green one right here. Okay. Turning. I'm back at the top. I have to put my smaller 8-0 here. So I'm going to pass through the pink bead. Turning, I'm now at the flower. So I have to pick up my flower bead, my center for my flower. the yellow one and put that there. Okay, and let's see, how many have I done so far? 2 of those. Okay, I'm gonna do this again. I'm gonna put my 8-0 here. Pick up a blue 8-0. I'm gonna pass through this green one, just like that. So I'm gonna stop right here at the green, and I'm gonna go to my other string. Now this one is Xing out of this pink bead. Okay, I have to put a bead here, and it's gonna be my background 8-0, the smaller bead. So I'm putting it here. I have to go through this green, pops into place, turn it, I'm right here. I have to pick up a green, pass through this one, and that pops right in place. And now I'm back here at the blue, so I have to pick up my small 8-0 and then pass through this pink. Okay, and now I'm at the flower. So here's my flower center. Coming out here, I'm gonna pass through this one. Turning it, I have to put my blue bead in there, so I'm picking up one of those, my 8-0s right here, and I'm passing through this green bead. Okay, now both of our strings are at the same hole. One's coming out of this green and one's coming out of that green. The color I have to put in the middle is going to be green. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up my last green bead and crisscross my ends through it. Okay, bring it down, and it's going to pop right into this hole. Pull it tight. So now you can see that this side here is rounded, and this one is more pointed, kind of like an egg. But when I go to fill in the rest of the holes, it's going to be totally round. Okay, so now I have to reposition my string again. So I'm going to take this one and pass through green bead, and then I'm going to take my other one and pass through this green bead. And I think that I also have to go through, let's see, I'm trying to remember this. Nope, I don't. Okay, so I'm going to stop right there. So one's coming through that green bead and one's coming through that green bead. So now I'm going to take one of my strings, and if you look, they are trying to crisscross each other. You don't want them to do that. See, this one right here is coming out of this bead. They're trying to crisscross. I'm going to hold on to it like this. Okay, I'm going to take this string, and I'm going to pick up one 8-0, and I'm going to fill this hole, so I have to go through the pink. Now, earlier we were picking up beads and putting them here in the middle to fill those holes, but now there's already beads there. Okay, so I'm Xing out of this pink bead. What I have to do is reposition my string. So I'm going to go through this flower center, okay, and then I have to go up through the pink bead like that. So when I went up to do the other half, we have an X here of my monofilament. See the X? There's 2 there, 2 there. So now I'm going to be actually making X's here on all of these in the very center. Okay? So right now, I'm coming out the pink. I need to pick up an 8-0. And I have to go through this green. Just like that. Then I have to reposition my string, so I have to go through that center one there, and then through this green, and then I have to fill in my hole, pass through this pink, just like that, and then through the flower center, and then through the pink, and pull it tight. Okay, let's see, how many did I do? I started there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna stop here and go to my other string. Okay, So this one's coming out the green, I have to go this way. I'm going to pick up a blue 8-0. It's going to have to sit in that hole right there. I'm going to pass through this pink. Okay, then I have to turn and go through this yellow. Then through my flower bead here, this pink one. And then I'm going to pick up another 8. Go through this green. Go through this green here. Through this green here. And then I'm going to see which one of these is longer. The black one's longer, the one I've been working with, so I'm going to pick up my last blue 8-0 and I'm going to pass through this pink bead. Fill in that hole and pull both of these very tight. So now I have my floral print beaded bead. It is so cool. I really like it. Very neat. It didn't turn out to be an Easter egg, but I like it anyways. Okay, so now we are ready to tie knots, and it's not going to be very hard to tie knots, believe it or not. Okay, so right now both of my strings are Xing out of this pink bead. What I'm going to do is take this string and pass through this blue and through my purple. Okay, I have tweezers over here so I can grab that. Sometimes you don't need a tweezer, sometimes you do. I'm going to take this string here, go through the green and through the blue. And what I'm just doing is getting these two strings to meet so I can tie a surgeon's knot. Okay, so pull both of these tight. And now I'm going to take my strings, go over and under one time, bring it down, and then go over and under twice, and bring that down. Pull it tight. Okay, now I'm going to I'll take this one here because it's going that direction, and go through this purple bead, okay? And then I have to take this one, go down through the blue bead, the green, and if I feel like I can't get through, just lift it up with my awl, and that helps me to get through there. Okay, I have to go through this one, so I'm just circling around. Okay, so I went through the pink and through the blue. And now I'm going to tie another surgeon's knot, because see, they have met. So over and under one time, bring it down, and then do it twice, over and under twice. Bring that down. Pull it tight. So now what I'm going to do is take this string, because it's pointing in this direction, go through that bead, take this one, go through this one, that one, that one, that one, come out here, tie another surgeon's knot, and then I'll weave my monofilament through the bead, trying not to make new thread paths, follow the old thread paths, just go through a few beads, and then trim it off, and your beaded bead is all done, and your knots are hidden up here, where the hole's at, so they're not seen. And there we go, that is the beaded bead. It's pretty darn cool. So I finished my necklace. I put my beaded bead onto an eye pin, and I put a 6mm bead on each side so it fills in the hole nicely. And I just made loops, and I put a couple jump rings on the ends here so it has nice movement. And I did the same thing with these here, but instead of doing 6mm on the holes, I did 4mm. They fit better with the 8 seed beads. So this is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I had so much fun making this beaded bead. It didn't turn out to be a beaded egg, but it did turn out to be a really pretty floral printed beaded bead, and I love it so much. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like this video, leave me a comment, subscribe if you want to see more of my videos, and like me on Facebook. And don't forget to share pictures of the jewelry we've made from my videos on my Facebook page, and follow me on Pinterest. Thanks for watching.